What's up, Toaster here, and I'm here with another video, and this is some gameplay of EDF 5. Yes, it's really brutal and awesome. There's a few missions in here that's really good, so yeah, as well. So as you know, EDF is a classical game. It is. Now, I want to talk about a game that's going to get released February the 8th. Helldivers 2. If you must know, the trailer and everything, there's so much hype and everything. But I want to talk about why, there's a lot of things that can also improve before the game gets released as well, but also why I'm actually excited for it. So if you like this video or anything, you know what to do, and I hope you enjoy the gameplay as well. So, as you know, EDF 6 is supposed to be getting released sometime this year, so I don't know when yet, but it is. But there's going to be a game called Helldivers 2. Now, Helldivers 1 is a game that I enjoyed. I really enjoyed that with EDF. This is what I'm saying. You say, oh, you're playing dead games, but honestly, there was, I think there was still an offline mode in Helldivers 1. I think it was, if you didn't have a connection. Okay, the missions are harder and it requires multiplayer as well, you know. But you know what? What I've seen from Helldivers 2, it looks amazing. It looks really good, and I'm really excited for it. But there's a few things that really bug me a little bit, you know. And I kind of want to get these out why as well. So, as you know, EDF has offline play and online play, and you can play with others, or you can play people at home and stuff like that. You know, that's what made EDF great with the, you know, with the cheesy lines and stuff like that as well. I know people are having a problem with EDF 6, but really that hasn't been released yet. So we don't know anything more detail, you know what I mean, yet. But Helldivers 2 looks fantastic, it really does. But what bothers me, and you know where I'm going to go with this, it's just an online mode. Now, I know a lot of games is online service, and I know PlayStation doesn't want to promote this game too, because with online service games, we know how they turn out. Bad. Like, really, really bad. Now, where am I going with this? I think there should be an offline mode for Helldivers 2. I like EDF. Like, optionalize. Now, I think if the game does really well, I really think they'll bring that option in. Now, I don't want any excuses in the chat saying, oh, it's going to cost a lot of money, it's going to cost a lot of time and stuff. I know that. I'm bringing out this problem again. I'm bringing out this problem again to you all. They have the money. Why can we not have two modes? Why can we not have two modes like EDF? There's no excuses for it. There's no fucking excuses at all for anybody to say. But, and if you're on about, well, people's hacking when they're offline and stuff like that and stuff, look at online. Look what's happening. Look what's happening online to multiple games. Do you want me to name some out? Fortnite? Call of Duty? There's two examples. I know they're different games altogether, you know. But what else? Was Battlefield one of them? Do you know what I mean? Helldivers 1, for example, I don't think there was anybody. There's still a chunk of people playing it after all this time. Like, I mean, Helldivers, I think it was released 2015. It might have been earlier than that, you know. Now, there were certain things, you know, in Helldivers that come restricted. Like, there was certain quests you could do, but only, like, in multiplayer. As you see in ADF here, I have AI bots. You know, like, no, you have a crew with you at all times. Why can these companies not do this? Now, it's not about money, because they make money like shit. There's no excuses. To me, there's no excuses, and there's no defense behind it. No pun intended. Like so. If you see games like this, why can they not put them in now? That's the only thing about Helldivers 2 I have a problem with before it gets released. You know. Now, if it gets released and it becomes popular like Palworld, which I will get into another video as well. If it does become big, and I think it will hit some numbers, I think they should give multiple options, because this is 2024 now, and not everybody likes to play online, not everybody likes the multiplayer thing. I get it, the Helldivers community, it's not bad, it's not bad. You get that odd one want to see you and T, of course, but hell, like, it's an army game as well. But the thing is about all this, the thing is, in this scenario, I love these kind of games. That's why I love Helldivers 1. Yeah, it was like just online, but I liked it. And it's still going from this day forward. Like, if I've got the year wrong, put the year down in the comments when Helldivers 1 was released. Because what I'm seeing here says 2015, and I feel like it was before that. Do you know what I mean? But besides everything else, like, you know, Helldivers 2, you could see it's gonna be a terrific game if it nails. Payday 3, there you go. Look at Payday 3. Online game. Guess what? They put it on the pass. They didn't think through, did they? No one could get in. Then you have to make an account to get in before you actually log in. That was skeptical with me. Do you see where I'm going with this? Like, I know there's good brownie points, but at the same time, you have to look at this situation, because the hype is real for the game. It is so bad. You know, and I love that, because I love how these games can come together. I love PvE and these kind of battle games like ADF. Sign me up 110%, because I love them to bits. And that's why I loved Helldivers 2 when I first time saw the trailer. And then when they said, oh, it's only online only, I went, shit. I have to think of two minds. Helldivers 1, it's still going. I mean, I played it, I think yesterday, before Tekken 8 came released. There was 700 people. Now, I know you might say, well, that's not a lot of people. You won't be surprised, because you can, if you put it in public, you still get people coming into your mission. Or you can go into their missions. It's actually active online, and I hope Helldivers 2 gets that vibe, but also a bigger vibe. I'm hoping great things for the game, same as ADF. When ADF 6 gets released, I know there's going to be different voices, but that's not my problem. My problem is what's in the game. Is it going to be offline mode? And that's the important part. But there's no defending on this. No defending, nothing. These companies can make 2 modes. If ADF can do it, if Tekken 8 can do it, I know that's a fighting game. If multiple games can actually do this, why cannot Helldivers 2? Why cannot these others can do it? They want to just keep an eye on it and maybe microtransactions, which Again, like I said, there's a lot of cons when it comes to an online service game. And a lot of don't want to promote this kind of situation. Look at Suicide Squad. It's so online game. But look, it's all service. This is what you have to look at. This is what I look at. The reality. The real stuff, and people don't because they're in a delusional fucking world. They're in a delusional world it is, and not realizing what's in front of them. That's why Payday 3 failed too. You know, it wasn't just the devs, it was the people. But the people spoke out about that. Payday 3. Okay, you're gonna defend the game in the chat when I'm mentioning it, saying it's got a lot better, it's been fixed and stuff. It can't redeem itself. This is what I'm saying. The damage was done. First impressions mean the most. And I'm telling you this now, even though there's some people that actually play this game, Payday 3, it's still a fail. It's always gonna be a fail. First impressions mean the most. That's why ADF 5 got the great, you know, impressions, because there's 100 missions. Even more, because there's some harder ones in the DLC too to actually get. I think there's 20 more. I think so. These are the examples like we need. You know, I know I'm gonna make a video on why we don't deserve great games, and that has to include Palworld, so you can kind of figure out what we're getting at here. Now this mission what I'm doing goes mania on this shit. I love doing this quest. Watch how chaos it goes, and also I get thrown by an ant and I go miles. But anyway, back to what I was saying. The thing is though, these companies like online to keep track of things, but also to bring microtransactions. Now I don't mind some microtransactions, but I feel like a lot of companies is going to take advantage of this. Now I get it with Helldivers, I get it, but there's only certain things I can defend on that, because when I look at ADF, it has multiple modes, multiple choices to do. Do you know what I mean? That's what's scary to me. That's what I don't like. Just an online mode. You can make an offline mode multiplayer, local for your buddies at home and stuff like that for a Friday night, Saturday night. Let's, you know, get some bugs and stuff like that. You know, come on online and stuff like that. You obviously need a good connection and stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying like everybody has a good connection, because they don't. They don't. But they like that other option. Look what Payday 3 did. People ranted and rioted over offline mode because Payday 2 had an offline mode, even though it had its problems. This is what I'm saying. There's no excuses. You know, there's me throw. Look how far I'm throwing. I know, right? Whoa. Sorry. So some of the gameplay sometimes gets me off, but you know what? I love it. Yes, I said get me off. Not that kind of way as well. Dirty minds. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The thing is, with Helldivers 2, you can see it looks fantastic. Is it going to be a success if you can log in? Yes. That's what I have to say. If you able to log in on that day, it will show Payday 3, it will show online service games in general on how to do things right. And at the end of the day, it won't even matter in circumstances. Because if Helldivers 1 has actually basically gone all this time online and there's still people playing, how many people in years to come is going to play Helldivers 2 on PS5? I'm pretty sure there's still going to be people doing that. It's about first impressions, and that's why I'm so eager to pre-order Helldivers 2. But I'm going to stick to my guns like Payday 3. Because, like I said, if this goes apeshit, I'm gonna probably make a video about Suicide Squad and all that, why they F up so bad. But besides everything else, you can see this is offline I'm playing, you know, and it can be really complicated, it can be really hard with the difficulties and stuff. And Helldivers does the same. You got to think this through. It's not about money, it's not about anything, it's about time. And if they work on time with these games in general, I don't trust the online service game since Mortal Kombat 1. Because they were supposed to be working on that game for years. How many years? 5? Was it 5 years? I don't know. I think it was about 5 years. Somebody would say in the chat. And look at it. This is what I'm saying. You got to look at the reality of things. You got to. And I know people don't do that. And people get defensive and say, yeah, you know, and start attacking mode. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, they can talk shit, they can say anything they want, even say about my voice in general. But it doesn't change the fact of reality on online service games suck. And that's what puts me off Helldivers 2. That's the only thing. That's literally the only thing. Everything else I've seen for it, great. You can even customize your own freaking ship. Like, not many games do that in this kind of scenario. Certain stuff. Okay, I get it with Starfield. Yes, I get it with Starfield and everything like that, but that's for another video. But besides, you know, back to these two games. I love Helldivers and I love ADF. These are the games I play in much of this. Because as you see with these battles, you can see how they can get. I love this. This is gonna be a hot debatable. I love Starship Troopers, the movie. I fucking love it. It's even on Disney Plus, and it's very gory as well, to some certain degree as well. You know what I mean? I love it. I love that movie. Now, I know I haven't seen the other movies, but I've heard they're really fucking bad. But I'm an open-minded book. And if you want me to do movie reviews about them, I can do that too, because I do movie reviews on my channel. Do you know what I mean? You know, as well. But I love Starship Troopers 1. It's got everything in that 2-hour movie. It's got a great story, and it's straight to the point with battles with these bugs. And there's can be some disturbing scenes in too. Now, this is what I'm saying. ADF and Helldivers is a more motivation to me from that movie. You know. And I know there's a Starship Troopers game on PC, and that's online too. And look at that game. I cannot wait for that game to be out, but I know it's just an online service game. Now I know people love that. I've seen the videos and I want to play it so bad. That's why the best priority of gaming for me, besides Monster Hunter, is this. I'd love to just put this on and shoot the shit out of bugs and make a brutal war and get things, ooh, yeah, like so, you know. It's like that kind of meme, you know, when they like kind of meme when the girl says, huh, he's probably cheating, and then it just switches over to ADF guy going, ah, you know, with bugs. I'm sorry, but I have to put that into the clip. But yeah, like I said, You can tell why my humor and everything's all cheesy too, because of these games. These put a smile on my face. Yes, I have a phobia of spiders. I do. I fucking really fucking do. And that's why I have to play ADF a so different way. And I do see a lot of crawlies and that as well in Helldivers 2. I hope the game is a success. I know PlayStation is keeping it under the mat, and I know a lot of things. Maybe PC too, but PC mostly come out the most about stuff. And this is what you have to look at. The numbers. I think the numbers will... If you can log in without no other accounts and shit like that, the game's a success. Straight out. The game is a success. No question about it. But on that fucking day, them servers better be strong. And this is what I'm saying is, they better be fucking strong. There's people pre-ordered this game, Helldivers 2, because of the hype. I haven't. I think I'm going to sit one out until it's released, as well. And I'm really urgent to pre-order it. If there was an offline mode, I would fucking take my money. Take my money. You want to give the money to your girlfriend? No, I want to give it to the Helldivers 2 game. See what I mean about my cheesy jokes? But besides everything else, Helldivers and ADF is a beautiful game. They are really beautiful. I know people go by graphics and stuff like that, but I don't. I don't when you come to these games. But the graphics in Helldivers 2, wow. Wow, that's all I have to say. Wow. Isn't there another game coming out in sometime in the winter? Warhammer. That's it. There's a Warhammer game coming out. Have you seen that trailer? It's Warhammer something. Oh, I forgot it. And there's tons of bugs. Again, that game, if it's offline mode, which I kind of think there might be, that's going to take my money. It's going to take my money. That looks insane. And the pre-ordering looks insane too. Do you get what I'm getting at with these games? Guys, what do you think in the chat about Helldivers 2? Do you think it should be an offline mode? Without no excuses and defensive mode and say, they can't do that. Yes, they can. If companies can do with ADF like this game's offline and multiple, they can. They have a choice. They just choose not to do it, I feel. And I know Helldivers has restrictions, and I think that's where it is. I really think because it has restrictions for certain missions that you have to do them in groups. The hell, I'm not the only one that just goes all out solo in massive hard battle of these hunts and see how far I can go. Do you know what I mean? Like, we all the same boat here. If you in this category of gaming, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Helldivers 2, I want to be a success. And it's not going to be long till it gets released. We've seen the gameplay, we've seen how it is, we've seen the features. I think legit with having an online mode. I know it's got crossplay as well, unlike some other games, but it has crossplay as well. And you have a choice to switch it off. It has everything, like ADF, just that not an offline mode. So guys, does this worry you like so? And that, I know it's like comparing to other games and other companies are entirely different, but they all fall in the same category. Why there's no offline mode? They can have an online mode and an offline mode. And how much money are they going to make out of that? Lots. They'll make lots. Hell, there's your $5 billion fucking sales. Simple. We have a streak of online service games that's hell. And I don't like online games. But this represents a lot of things. So guys, what do you think? Put down in the chat. Are you looking forward to Helldivers 2? ADF 6 and stuff? Do you think this should be offline mode? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay happy, stay shooting and hunting and bugs and oh.